All right, boys and girls, we are back on Thursday, January 22nd, to do this again. Um, just getting things set up here. So, first things first, let's get everything marked out from yesterday's stuff. I'm going to undo anything that are liquidity levels that have already been hit and passed, and then we will do a quick analysis and we will go from there. Look at what our bias is for the day, look at what our possible strategic moves are. Man, we got a lot of levels got hit. A lot of profit. Whoops, a lot of profit taking. Wonder if it might just be easier to. Okay, so a lot of these. All right, a lot of these we're keeping because these are all levels that we've had from previous sessions, and it looks like we filled that gap or pretty damn close to filling that gap. So this would be the finish of the fill of the gap. It looks like we came right up towards it in the London session, sort of chopped around for a little bit. Maybe as we get into pre-market here, which we are in the middle of right now, we might actually get there, but looks like New York session was quite interesting. Look at those surges. We have a tremendous imbalance right here that we could be targeting for later in the day. This came up through, up and down, with a bounce kind of up, continuation during London session, now chopping around. Um, I don't know. Let's see here. We've got well, we've got New York highs and lows that we can target here. Let's take a look at this real quick. Yeah, so actually we got a New York high right here that is, I believe it's right here. Let's take a look here. There we go. There we go. Okay. Yeah. New York session high. We had a huge move. You can see here. And now we're moving back up. Okay. We'll leave those alone. Let's clear a few of these now over on NASDAQ. Oh, to remove lines, if anybody is new to this format in TradingView, I'm aligning with it. As soon as that little hand pops up, I'm right clicking, it drops the menu down, and I'm just removing that particular drawing. That's how you remove them individually. Yeah, look at all these levels here that got taken out in Asian session. So clearly a lot of activity from the weekend gap. Okay. All right. So these are hourly highs right here. So we're actually going to change this color. I changed the colors to be able to have a better sense of knowing which type of levels we're getting to. Certain levels might have more strength than others, more higher levels of resting orders than others. Clearly, if we're looking at the different sessions, we're going to have session breaks that highs and lows that are going to tend to be a little more biased towards liquidity than say just hourly or 4 hour. Although those are important too, definitely areas to target for liquidity. But really everything has relative strength, and so it's just important to know what those levels are to be able to help make some discernments on that. Okay, remove that drawing. Don't need it anymore. And let's get these New York highs here. Okay, so let's start drawing. First things first, we're going to get a New York. Going to get these New York highs and New York lows. Okay. All right, that swept out London, so we're not going to do anything there. And all right, I think got all those already. All right. Oh, looks like we didn't take out these Asia highs yet. Oh, wait a minute. Before I speak, let's make sure I'm. No, we did take out those Asia highs. Okay. And we took out these New York lows, so let's get rid of that. Okay. All right, we're good. All right. So, first things first, we're still working on the Asia highs, or on the, I'm sorry, London highs. Looks like we're pushing to this liquidity area right here. And we're making a move up, maybe continuation. We made a move up. We're moving a little sideways. I'll take a look. My gut right now is telling me that we're going to be more bearish than anything, but we do have some areas of liquidity up here that we could hit. That might happen during London session. If not, then that's definitely going to be the liquidity sweep we're going to be looking at to see if there's action heading downward from there. So let's take a look where we're at. Okay. All right. Gotta mark these out. I'm gonna run out of time. Let's see. 8 o'clock would have been Asian high. Okay, so that would put us. Would put us right here. That would put us at London highs right there. Because right now we're in pre-market, and pre-market took it higher. So I will put that here for now. We also have an imbalance here. I'm really thinking that we're going bearish. We're just going to take these and just come down and try to take this. Then from there, maybe a bigger move up, but I'm just seeing there's much more opportunity downside right now. All right, let's go to hourly. Let's go to 4 hour and see what we got. Get a low here. Low here. Okay, and we've already got the other lows marked. So there's that. Let's go to the 1 hour real quick, see if there's anything magical that pops out there. Oh, there we go. Okay, we have a low here. And nothing else. Okay. Yeah. Maybe a continuation, but we'll take a look. We'll see. Maybe I've got an SMT divergence here that I can take a look at. All right, so that's that one. 8 o'clock. Got right here. Okay, London highs. London lows. And then Asian lows. Okay, let's go to the 4 hour here. See if anything sticks out at us. And yes, we've got a low right here. And that's pretty much it. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay. Looks like we're back to some semblance of normality here. Let's go to 1 hour. Not seeing an SMT divergence. So I don't think I see one on the 5 minute either. Let's take a quick look here. Middle, there we go. Oh, you know what? Let me finish marking this out real quick. Okay, 1 hour highs. We got 1 hour lows right here. I think. Well, that's pretty much it. We had a quick down and a quick up that was taken care of. We still got an imbalance right here. looks like a fair market value gap that was respected, as in the 5 minute at least, as this is curling up, and that would also appear to be the same here for now, but possibly not if it closes out lower. In which case we are getting, it could be a 5 minute SMT divergence. We don't have a break of structure just yet, but we could be getting there. Okay, let's go to the 5 minute. All right, London session is showing. Okay, this fair market value gap has been respected. This one so far is still being respected. Yeah, these are totally in line. Let's go to the 15 minute and see what we've got. Uh, we're still pretty much the same. All right, maybe this is a continuation. Again, we could still open, sweep, and then come down. But these are New York session lows, not New York session highs. So if we do get into here, it's not liquidity sitting above this level. It's actually liquidity that's below this level, because these are New York session lows right here. So those are all buy orders. If we get up into here, that could create strong buying and it could continue north. I'm going to sit it out until I see something form. Okay, we're just going to chill. We've got nothing to do or to prove right now. I'm going to get rid of this for now. This doesn't really look like it's relevant. Okay, let's sit tight. We've got 20 minutes to market open. So I'm going to pause the recording until something new happens, and then I'll rejoin when market open is ready. All right, so we're back. Market opens in 7 minutes or so. And in that time, it looks like we have officially had a break of structure here. We have a low, and then a lower low, high, and a lower high. Same here. We have a low, and then a lower low, and a high, and a slightly lower high. So this is now starting to look bearish, which is kind of where I was thinking it was going anyway. I honestly thought we were going to come up and sweep this. I think we're going to wait until market open because, to tell you the truth, I'm still feeling like there's liquidity up in here. There's buys up in here that might push. I don't know. It might be pushing away from that for a continuation. We do have a couple of fair value gaps here. I'm going to draw them out real quick. That were currently respected, but we've got one over here as well that also hasn't quite broken out yet, but we've tested it several times. So confirmation will be if those FMVs get broken through, if they get rejected, then we're definitely going to have a continuation, a bearish continuation, and maybe there's option for a trade early. Targets would be down in these levels of liquidity here, and of course we have a big imbalance here that also is looking to get filled as well. So yeah, things are looking pretty bearish right now. I guess we'll see once market opens in 5 minutes. It might be that there's just a little bit of a sweep right here. Let's take a look if those are lows or highs. Those are highs. All right, so on NASDAQ, they're highs that could get swept out. So those are sell orders up here. But on the S&P, these are previous New York lows, still looking to fill that gap. So, there's still a little imbalance there. The prediction right now is everything comes up a little bit and then curls over. Like I said, these fair market value gaps are being respected. And I think that's just due to the fact that we're still waiting on new money to come in about 4 minutes. So once this candle finishes forming, yeah, it looks like we just have a little bit of a retrace there. But once that finishes going, we might very well be looking at this going bearish. Yeah, these both of these are looking pretty identical. So might be getting a Okay, it looks like this one on the 1 minute got disrespected, but it came back up. So I'm still going with my original bias that we're just going to look at a sweep of liquidity and then curling back down. The way this is chopping around, it gives me the impression that's what we're doing. So, yeah. Yep. Let's go back to the 5 minute. Yeah, see the 5 minute respected that gap. The 1 minute didn't, but see we're in the pre-market and we still have some liquidity to move. That's why you don't base it on the 1 minute uh, initially like this. You always got to get your confirmation from a higher time level first. So we might be looking to take a scalp on NASDAQ real quick. Once market opens, if we break London highs, then I'm going to take a really fast scalp and then just sit tight because I think we're going to sweep that liquidity. And there we go, market open. And we're dropping below immediately. Oh, look at this. Okay. Wonder if we're coming down here to sweep this liquidity first. Maybe fill that fair market value gap and then curl back up. This one wants to come up. Looks like we're getting a bullish SMT divergence forming. I'm going to sit tight. There's nothing giving me any indications just yet. Okay. Now we got them basically moving in opposite directions right now. So S&P looks like it's sweeping liquidity on the London market. NASDAQ continues to fall. Okay, touched into New York lows. So we have ourselves a tremendous bullish SMT divergence going on now. Let's see what the 15-minute looks like. Believe it or not, this still respected that. This one didn't. I think this one's waiting for this to come down. So we're going to wait for a break of structure. We already have a break of structure here on the 1 minute. Hanging out in those areas of liquidity. I mean, we could get a sweep and then come back up. So maybe I'm wrong there too. I'm just not seeing anything obvious come about. Okay, so this got disrespected. Let's pull that out. We now have a new fair market value gap right here. All right, we're continuing to drop. So yeah, I think we're actually headed down toward. I think we're filling this gap right here. I think we're starting to fill this gap. So let's see if we can continue downward. I'm actually going to look at NASDAQ to fill. I don't see an indicator there yet. So let's drop down to the 1 minute, see if we get a retrace on something. We got 1 minute there. We got, oh, we got nothing there. Spoke too soon. See, I'm seeing a bearish SMT there in the 5 minute, and I just. But yep, there we go. All right, so we're going long. And we are going to. I'll put our. I don't know, this might be too much risk. Let's take a look. We'll put our right here. There we go. Let's see if I got in on a good entry here. It's tough to say, really. I don't know, man. I'm going to get out. I just don't like it. I know it's a retrace, but I don't like it. I think it's a liquidity sweep. I don't like it. I think it was premature. And I think I'm right. I think it was a manipulation. There's just, I mean, we're looking at a. Let me take a look here. 5 minute and 1 minute. I mean, yeah. Okay, so we're going to drop this to this fair market value gap instead. There we go. And we're going to put this here. Okay. Just going to stay patient. It's not really giving us anything. There's a whole lot of nothing right now. So I'm going to sit tight. Wow. All right. Clearly, we're heading down here. I'm going to go to the 1 minute real quick and see what we got going on. Okay. So it looks like we're getting a break of structure to the downside. I'll wait for this candle to close, and then I'm going to take a short heading toward London lows, provided break of structure happens like I think it's going to. And it does not. Wow. Okay. So we're not doing anything just yet. Okay. We have a few seconds left on that. If we are, we're definitely bearish. We're definitely bearish if we disrespect this fair market value gap here. We're already bearish on this one. The SMT was telling us we're bearish. So one way or another, I think we're headed to London lows. We're just getting a retrace right here. So I'm going to wait for... Yeah, once we get that there. There we go. Okay. So now I'll go to the 1 minute. We got the break of structure. Wait for it to come back in. And then once we get break of structure, I think we're going to go short. We got that candle to close out. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Yep. Okay. So we're going short. And we should get this one to close. And I'll go short here too. Okay. Now our target is going to be here. And our target is going to be here. Yeah. So we're good there. Good. We're good there. I'm out of that one. That was a better target. I should have stuck with that one though. And we're out of that one. Okay. Got out of those. We're good. Okay. All right. I decided to take quicker ones on that. I don't want to get, I hate to say it this way, but I don't want to get too much money into the account just yet because I got to have 5 days of trading with no particular day higher than, I believe it was 50% of my target, which is $1,500 on this particular account. Let's take a look real quick. Hang on, I'm going to pop this out here because I don't want my... There we go. Do this off screen so my passwords and stuff won't show. There we go. Okay, I can show you this right here. So today, let's see here. Today was 600, I think it was 600 and something. Let me take a look here. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, it looks like London's lows got hit here. That would have been good to hang on to, but I'll learn from next time. Hang on to your winners. Okay, so this right here is what we're at here. Now, these reflect from yesterday because we're still in an open trading day today. So, right now, um, it's showing trading day 1 of 5. This would be 2, so we're going to be adding the about $600 to that after tonight. Biggest day cannot be more than 50% of your total profit. So total to qualify on this account is $3,000. Can't have any profit day bigger than $1,500. But that's okay on day 2 of day 5. I'm at 1525 from 1965. So it's actually closer to $500 and some in profit. I believe there was one trade I took early as a scalp that didn't work out. I backed out of that for a loss of $50 or so, somewhere around there. Um, Again, this doesn't particularly give an up and down of individual trades. To journal that, so I'll have to get those in as well. But uh, ultimately, another profitable day today. Right now, we're sitting at $1,525 a profit on the prop account. So I'm going to go ahead and close this out. Let's take a look at what we're doing here. We might very well be getting our manipulation and our sweeps of liquidity here and then heading back up. I guess we'll still see if S&P decides to hit London lows. Let's see. Do we have any other targets that are close by? We do. We got a low time frame liquidity level that's been hit here. We got another one sort of down here, but it looks like we're getting a bit of a snapback now, coming back, and we're gonna start testing. If I switch back to the 5-minute time frame, yeah, we're going to have a fair market value gap in here that we're probably going to retest at some point. So, there might be some more opportunities here. Not so much with the NASDAQ. I think the NASDAQ is pretty much done and going to start heading back north. But yeah, you can clearly see the SMT divergence right here and right here. So again, my original bias looked to prove right. The odd thing was I did not expect NASDAQ to just start tanking. I really thought that, excuse me, I really thought there was going to be a sweep of liquidity or some test up here first. And it turns out that it was on the S&P instead, a place where those were actually New York lows coming down. So, some odd behavior there, but ultimately just seeing that the activity was a quick pop up on both and then just some weird choppy sideways action. Normally I've seen this before. This is an indicator that this choppy action is just going to ultimately come down, especially at market open when you got new money coming in, come down to fill any gaps that imbalances that are here. And that's basically what happened here. So this imbalance is now filled. Looks like we got into those low time frame liquidity. We got another low time frame liquidity down here, maybe a little bit here, but at this point, I don't see this dropping anymore. I think that's where the manipulation occurred as we're getting into our main time frame. So You know, if anything, let's take a look. I like NASDAQ, so let's go down into the 1 minute here. And, well, first off, let's do this. Let's go back to the 5 minute. Okay, so we do not have any fair market value gaps. Let's do this in the 1 minute time frame. I mean, this, we could get a continuation down. Let's see here. Yeah. Okay. So we've already had, yeah, this is headed back up because we've already had candles close above equilibrium. I don't think we're having stuff come down. Yeah, this 1 minute fair market value gap got disrespected. We have one that's here that's now being tested and possibly disrespected. This one right here. Oh, for crying out loud. Press the wrong button, boys and girls. Good Lord. Ooh. Okay. Tested the front. Oh, okay, we're dropping back down below. Interesting. Coming into equilibrium and dropping back down. Wow. Okay. I'm going to switch to paper and play with some paper. All right, now we're switched to paper. So we closed. So I'm going to go ahead and take another short here. And I'm going to move my stop to here. I'm going to move my take profit to, what am I moving my take profit to? Hell's bells. That's not much. I mean, I'll move it to here, but I don't know. I don't think it's doing that. Let me take a look at the 1 minute over here. I think this looks more promising. I like this for a short. I'm going to go ahead and take a short here as well. Yeah, okay. Put my stop right here. Actually, no, I'm going to put the stop right here. And I'll put the take profit here. Yeah, that's a bad profit ratio, but that's a bad risk ratio right there. So I'm actually going to move this to above this gap and make it a little bit easier. Little bit of a one-to-one. Really, I should be looking at this fair market value gap right here. But I think we're going to be okay. It's okay. It's a wee pullback. We do have a fair market value gap here that is going on right here. Looks like it's being respected. Oh, this has also got a fair market value gap. Oh yeah, I already marked that out. Okay. All right, looks like we're going to get our first take profit here on the S&P. Well, maybe. We got close. That was crazy. I think it's just faking people out. Come on, get there. There we go. Oh, come on, go. Wow, you got close, but not quite there. You're teasing me. You're teasing me. All right, I'm getting. Oh, no, I'm not getting out of that one just yet. Man, you are being stubborn. You want those London lows. Come on. You know you want to sweep them. You know you do. You're just teasing, is what you're doing. You're teasing me. All right, I'm going to move this down to break even. Come on. As soon as you take profit hits there, and as soon as that one hits, I'm taking the other one too. Come on. Wow, you are a tease. There we go. There it is. Okay, I'm out. Okay. And we're out on those. Let's take a look how we did. Okay, here they are right here. So we took almost 500 there, 262 here. So we have got a total of $757.50 on the paper. So, okay, all in all, pretty good. Well predicted and well executed. So that's it. We're done for the day. Done in basically 33 minutes from market open. But this video is obviously a lot longer because we went from there. So, okay, boys and girls, well executed trades. Hope you guys did well too. And we will see you all tomorrow. Bye.